It's a cold fall evening here in Kaiser, West Virginia, where tonight we see the Kaiser Golden Tornadoes square off against the Frankfort Falcons for the coveted Mineral Bowl trophy. Both teams sit at 5-4. Kaiser led by head coach Derek Stevens, while Frankfort is under direction of head coach Kevin Whiteman. Playoffs may be on the line in this one tonight, as both teams are on the bubble for the West Virginia State playoffs. This game is sure to bring some hard-hitting, rivalry-filled competition as we get ourselves prepared for the 2021 iteration of the Mineral Bowl. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by Allegheny Media, where you can watch live on Facebook, YouTube, and the website. Christopher Welch, and with me tonight is none other than the man, the myth, the legend, teacher, DJ, WVSSAC Coach of the Year, and two-time state champion as a track and field coach at Kaiser High School, Mr. Scott Fury.
How's it going, Chris? Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Glad you decided to rebound after last week by yourself.
It was fun. That's why I'm here. It's good.
So tonight's game, we see some playoff implications, as both Kaiser and Frankfort are just kind of right on the edge of the playoff bubble.
Kaiser's sitting at, I think, 12 right now, and Frankfort at 10. Depending on how things go around them, how far someone could fall. Everything's obviously, it's conceivable that they could both get in, but it looks more like whoever wins is going to go in and whoever loses is going to go out. Looking at projections, if things stay the way that we hope on the Kaiser side of things, Kaiser could be projected to play at Lincoln next week if they could win. That's if everything holds serve. There aren't a whole lot of upset chances out there that are going to be too costly. So, but honestly, Kaiser going to Lincoln, I like that game. I'll take that matchup first round.
Kaiser coming off of a 33-8 loss to Mountain Ridge, while Frankfort also coming off of a loss 42-19 to North Marion.
Yeah, Ridge, we knew not much about North Marion as far as those athletes, but with my son being a junior and knowing a lot about the junior and senior classes at Mountain Ridge, just from youth sports all the way up through, anybody that didn't know Ridge was going to be tough last week really hadn't been paying attention. So well, I knew it was close in the first half, and the rain really helped us out there. We were close. I was super worried whenever we came out in the second half and everything was dry, because I knew that kind of opened up a lot of their playbook, and they definitely took advantage of it. A lot of pass plays that really hurt us. So I know Coach Whiteman's going to be looking to do the same thing. He's notorious for throwing the ball all around the field and really taking chances. And with the playoff spot on the line, I know that's a big thing for him, but more than anything, with the chance to beat Kaiser, I know that's really, really a big thing for him. So look for anything out of the playbook for Coach Whiteman tonight.
Kaiser, some of the key guys for Kaiser tonight is definitely the running ability of both Sammy Bradfield and Hunter Van Pelt, trying to get a couple of them breakaway runs, along with obviously Benny Oates and the rotation of fullbacks that we bring in there. Frankfort, one of their key weapons is Luke Robinette, who is number 6. He plays quarterback. And he's a dual threat guy. He has, if you look at his statistics, he runs the ball well, and he's a consistent arm for him.
Yeah, and the Clark kid, right, is Peyton Clark, yeah, and again, knowing the kids like we do, we know Parker Van Meter is a tough-nosed kid. those names stick out to me as kids we're going to have to definitely watch for. But I think tonight it's going to be who wins it up front. I think, I don't know if it's a stalemate as far as all the skill players, but I think, they're equally matched up in a lot of ways. But I think whoever's going to be more physical up front. I haven't seen Frankfort. I've watched a couple films on Huddle and whatnot, but it's hard to tell just on film if you're not seeing them in person. But I'd like to think that the group we have up front is a little more physical, but you don't know. You have to be able to, do it for 4 quarters. So at the same time, they're all high school kids, and if things go south early, mentality sometimes takes place of physicality.
So going through the starting lineups for tonight, at quarterback, it looks like it's going to be Logan Roadtruck. Fullback will be Anthony Mealy. Halfback, Sammy Bradfield. Wingback will be a rotation of Hunter Van Pelt and Benny Oates. Tight end, Braden Keller. Tackle, Samuel Hamrick. Guard, Caden Youngblood. Center will be Luke Anderson. The opposite guard is Gabe Ryan. The opposite tackle is Connor Bennett. Your starting wideout is Seth Sines, and your punter is Seth Ernest. Defensively, looks like Healy might be getting out there a little bit at cornerback. If not, it will be a rotation of Josh Shoemaker and Malachi Blow out there, along with Hunter Van Pelt. Safety, we have Sammy Bradfield at safety. Linebackers from left to right are Benny Oates, Caden Youngblood, Chase Evans, and Anthony Mealy. Your D-ends are Gabe Ryan and Braden Keller, and your defensive tackles are Jake Bonner and Luke Anderson. And we are going to, I don't believe we have a lineup sheet for Frankfort tonight. No.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just, as they come out on the field, we'll pick them out and we'll let you know who that is on both sides of the ball for Frankfort. Like we said, we got a pretty good idea that Luke Robinette will be taking over the quarterback responsibilities. Parker Van Meter will be at fullback. Peyton Clark will be primary target to catch some balls tonight. But our biggest thing is in this, obviously, you can throw records out the window on most years, but this year, whenever the records come into play, you'd like to think that the emotion comes to a pretty high roll whenever the game actually gets kicked off, because every play, just like I was at the volleyball game the other night. My niece plays for Frankfurt's volleyball team, and Chape and Jewel did a great job of kind of conveying that in his post. But that was a great atmosphere to be in, because every point was
it looked absolutely electric.
It was super important, every single point. And I know both of those teams, I think, are on their way to Oak Glen tonight. They play tomorrow. But I think both teams are going tonight, because I think the actual games start at 10 in the morning, and that's a long trip to get up at 4 or 3 in the morning and leave at 5. So I know they're headed that way. We want to wish both Kaiser and Frankfort volleyball teams the best of luck. But while it's harder to get that kind of electricity outdoors in a bigger stadium like this, I'm sure that it'll still be pretty vocal here. And I know the Kaiser section had a great week of promotion for the game with the Carl Belt Group and Timbrook Ford, and I know there are other donors that are anonymous that came up with a lot of donations, and the first 200 students that showed up to the game tonight got in free. They also got a free piece of pizza and a free drink, and that's pretty crazy. And talking to Coach Staggers, I'm pretty sure that there were over 190 sign up. So to have that kind of, that's a huge outcome. Huge crowd. I mean, that's there's only 670 some kids in the school, so you're looking at potentially a third of the kids.
Here we got our captains lining up for Kaiser. Looks like our captains tonight will be number 5, Malachi Blow, number 24, Chase Evans, number 38, Sammy Bradfield, and I believe number 60, Ethan Glass.
Yep, 4 seniors there, making their last regular season Frankfort Mineral Bowl. There's still a chance, I guess, potentially in the playoffs. Anything, who knows what can go on, but their last regular season Mineral Bowl. For those 4 guys, there's a lot of other seniors on the roster. and I know they're excited. It's especially having last year's kind of taken away, and honestly, with what was at stake there, both teams were going to be in the playoffs for sure, but potentially a top 2 seed for whoever won that game, and probably home field throughout. That was rough. It was rough for the county. It was rough for the students.
It was definitely missed not having Mineral Bowl last year.
Well, yeah, for sure, and just like I said, to be able to put your stamp on it just as a Mineral Bowl in general, but then then to be able to take that into the playoffs and maybe set yourself up for a great run to be able to host for all the way through until you get to Wheeling. That's crucial.
And as we hear a roar of cheers from the away sideline over there as Frankfort makes their way over to the side. Captains getting lined up here for Frankfort. Once we get a closer view here, we'll be able to read off the numbers.
Number 2, Peyton Clark, for sure, I saw out there. See number 10, Joel Myers. Number 50, David Jackson. And number 68, Dalton Dent, will be your captains for the Falcons tonight.
The Golden Tornado team getting ready to run out onto the field as our captains come out here to midfield. The coin toss.
It is head. If you want to receive right now, we'll go to one. Step that way, Frankfort over here.
And our coin toss is complete. Golden Tornado make their way out. Winner go home time in Tornado Alley. Kaiser takes the toss and defers to the second half. And out come the Frankfort Falcons.
Haven't been a part of that rivalry, obviously on both sides as far as player and coach on the Kaiser side, and having coached basically everybody on that staff at Kaiser. I know what's going through their minds and bodies now, and one of the hardest things to do as a coach is try to convey this to a lot of the kids who haven't been in this before. And let's be honest, even your seniors this year weren't a lot of them weren't in a very pivotal role the last time we played this game. So, trying to get them to understand, what it means to the community and all the rest of that, until they actually get here and go through it, it's really hard for them to comprehend. So I know that, Coach Whiteman does a tremendous job at getting his guys ready for this. I've heard him through the paper-thin walls at Stamen Field. I've heard it before, and I know he does a great job. But at the same time, I know that Coach Steven, Coach Staggers, Coach Ross, Coach Delsigner, all these, Coach Pratt, they've all played in this. Coach Shoemaker, has been here for a long time, played and has been coaching for a long time. So they all know what's at stake, and I'm sure that they have conveyed, the importance of not just winning a game, but as far as pride for your class, for your school, for your community. I know that that's ready to go. So Seth Ernest has got it teed up, ready to go.
Andy Squibb kicks it down to about the 30-yard line. Recovered by number 21, David Holsinger. And he will be brought down around the 37.
52, Landon Rhodes on the play in there. Also 53, Connor Bennett.
I'd like to thank our scoreboard sponsor tonight, Kaiser Fox's Pizza Den. Use code Kaiser Football Online to save 10% off of your order tonight. as the Frankfort offense settles in and breaks the huddle. Handoff will be up the middle.
And off the bat to Peyton Clark. Stopped in there by 74. The big chief,
Jacob Keating. Be a gain of about 3 on the play.
And that's going to be something there, being able to shut that down in the middle and discourage them from running. But at the same time, I know that Coach Whiteman's going to be ready to sling it all around. So the balance of Frankfort is we're going to have to keep in check.
Robinette back in shotgun is going to do a quick drop back and throw, and he will overthrow his intended receiver, John Anderson. Now looking at 3rd and 7.
And as we watched last week against Mountain Ridge, those of you that weren't there, Kaiser's defensive backs did a great job against Moorfield, and first half went really well. But like I said, as the ball got drier and we had a lot of double moves and a lot of things that kind of hurt the D-backs last week, those are things that I'm sure Coach Whiteman has also looked at. We're going to have to make sure that we shore up on the outside on the double moves. Healy's at the top of the field at one-on-one on the corner there.
Robinson takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his right side. And he spin moves, makes a man miss, and he will get the first down.
Braden Keller there came in basically untouched and just couldn't get the edge sealed off there. Robinette was able to stuck up underneath there, and Chase Evans couldn't make that initial contact. Great run by Robinette.
We know all too well how important sealing the edge is after this past youth season.
Yeah. Well, just anywhere. I mean, you watch it at any level, you got to get that taken care of, and those guys become force players and not spill players.
Handoff will be up the middle to Van Meter.
Keating in on stop as well is number 55, Luke Anderson.
Gain of a couple as Frankfort is in Kaiser territory.
And we know that it does happen sometimes in high school. Whether Coach Whiteman does it or not, we don't know. A lot of people script out their plays. Are these scripted plays? Are we reading down and distance and going from there?
Have a double wing look here. Man in motion will hit the jet sweep. And good hard running by Joel Myers.
Stop made on the play by number 9, Josh Shoemaker. Came up from the defensive backfield position, made the stop.
Running that little double wing sweep there.
Yeah, they had a slot out there with a wing to the slot side, and you're going to get that basically is unbalanced and you're overloaded there. So you're going to have to find a way to get more people there or get motion there as we see jet motion happening.
3rd and 4. Robinette will be in shotgun, quick drop back, and the ball will be tipped by Braden Keller.
Tipped to the line of scrimmage. Now just a quick little sprint out to John Anderson, trying to catch something quick and probably make a move. A lot more personnel coming in.
See what Frankfort decides to do here.
Looks like punt. Number 7, John Anderson is your punter for Frankfort. Kaiser's going to play punt safe and keep everybody up. Let the ball bounce where it may.
Snap is clean. Kick is up. And it will be tagged down inside the 5.
And that's what happens, whenever you go punt safe, you're basically, especially at that, where that was on the field, they very easily could have ran a fake there and went for it because, it was 4th and medium, and if they missed it, then, wasn't anything horrible in their minds. But so you go punt safe when they see that, and that might have been something Anderson had a choice to go run if he could, but when he saw punt safe, he just kick it, and then you're down here at the 5.
Seth Healy is out under center for this one.
And there's the customary 5 yards for Kaiser. Pretty much every week. God bless them. You know, and like I said, as a coach, knowing that that's coming and watching your team jump off sides is one of the most frustrating things ever. But kudos to Kaiser for pulling it off every week.
Healy will be under center. He'll take the snap, quick pitch it out. And Sammy Bradfield will gain about 6 on the play.
Stop made on the play by 6, Luke Robinette.
Be good enough for the first down for the Golden Tornado.
Wrinkle.
Set up in a double wing set here.
Guard trap right up the middle.
That was Benny Oates on the carry.
The quick pitch was a wrinkle because we saw jet motion happening and everybody's kind of waiting on jet there, but that was the traditional Kaiser quick pitch that we ran for over 20 years here with the jet motion. That was a nice little wrinkle to see there.
Healy with 3 receivers out to his left side, back in shotgun. Will take the snap, hand off to Benny Oates. And he will grab a couple there before the ball is whistled down.
9, Landon Kinsner, and number 27, Lane Lease, in on the stop for Frankfort. Bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Tornado. Kaiser's got slot up top and a wing back to the bottom here. Oates in the backfield with Healy.
Snap back, roll out to his left side. Healy decides to keep it. He cuts it up, and he will get the first down.
Parker Van Meter in on the stop for Frankfort, along with, we got 68, Dalton Dent also in on the play. That was probably RPO for Seth. He had a chance to maybe swing that out, but liked what he saw.
Hand out to Van Pelt out wide. He's shuffling his feet, makes a couple men miss, and he will fall forward. Gain of about 5 or 6.
Like 28, Andrew Sager on the stop for Frankfort. I apologize, that's 20. That's Alex Smith on the stop for Frankfort.
All to the outside to Van Pelt. He has the edge, and he is brought down out around the 50.
Number 10, Joe Myers, and number 69, Chase Snyder on the stop for Frankfort.
First down, Golden Tornado. Frankfort really stacking up the line, going with a 5-man front. Healy's going to keep it. And he will push a defender for a couple more, gain of about 8 on the play.
And that's that traditional 5 we usually see out of Frankfurt. Whenever you're playing against a wing T team, that's, you know, in a lot of theories, 5 is a wing T killer. Frankfurt, as we see, you know, they're going to put a quick guy on the nose and try to really stop that, and they're going to also go with your guards here. We got a lot of.
They're not even playing a safety right now.
No, They're begging you to throw the football. But if you're going to run like this right here and get 7-8 yards a chunk, there's Benny Oates again, finally being stopped by number 20, Alex Smith. If you're going to get that, you know, we'll just keep running it.
Speaks a lot to the Kaiser O-line. They're stacking the box with, you know, 8 guys and still pushing it up through.
Well, when you look at the size, we talked about it being up front. Frankfurt is going undersized right now, trying to have quickness beat size, and that's not exactly happening for them right now.
Sammy Bradfield cuts it back up inside. Gain of about 4 or 5.
Robinette on the stop, along with 27 Lane Lease again. Kaiser staying with tempo. Traditional wing T here.
Motion man is Van Pelt. Inside handoff for Bradfield, and he doesn't get much. Back to the line of game.
That was a counter off the belly. Counter off belly action. Stop on the play by 15 Tariq Powell and 20 Alex Smith. And they're in, you know, you're looking in a mirror at times because Frankfurt runs a lot of the same stuff. So these kids are going to see a lot of stuff they see in practice.
Alien shotgun will hand it off to Van Pelt, and he is bottled up in the backfield.
15, Tyreek Powell there again. That's what we're talking about. You've got super undersized defensive linemen here, but if they're able to get off the ball and beat our linemen, then that's the risk you play here. If you watch, Powell's going to come shoot right through. Yeah, blew right past. I'm looking here. Yeah, glass. Yeah, and so right now, Coach Whiteman's taking that gamble, just going with speed, trying to beat size there. So.
He rolls out to his right side. He's looking. He sets his feet, and he throws it downfield, and it will fall incomplete, intended for Seth Signs.
John Anderson on the defense there.
Will be a turnover on downs. Frankfort will take over.
Yeah, so that's where you saw the last few plays here as we turn over. We saw, the edge working a lot for Kaiser there when we tried to go inside, and we got stopped on the counter with the belly. But then when Jet gets shut down, now you start to kind of worry, are we going inside or are we going outside? If they're shutting both those down, we have to look for something different.
And off to Peyton Clark. He will wiggle his way through for a decent gain on the play.
Chase Evans on the bottom of the pile there. Luke Anderson, Braden Keller, and Jacob Keating on the stop as well.
We want to thank our sponsor, First Baptist Church of Burlington, Pastor Tom Caldwell and friends. You can listen live on their Facebook page or on 107.1 FM.
Second down and about 5 for the Falcons. Robinette's going to keep it right up the middle.
Strong gain on the play. Close to the first down marker.
Caden Youngblood in on a stop, along with Braden Keller. Luke Anderson as well. Yeah, that was right up the gut. I don't know if they saw something there. Maybe we shifted out into B gaps and there was nobody over the center. But Robinette just made something happen there. We've got about 4. We're 3rd and 1 from the Frankfort 45. These are the situations where, again, Coach Whiteman won't be afraid to dial up something deep here just because you're waiting on something up the middle.
Guys are going to blitz the linebacker.
There's a reverse.
Peyton Clark's going to bounce it to the outside.
Oh, there's a flag. Might be a block in the back.
Late flag there. Let's see what the call is.
Just a wingback reverse to Clark. We watch coming from his wingback spot there. Watch here towards the end of the play. See if 7, maybe Anderson, gets a shove. I'm not sure. I called a face mask. So he called a legal shift on Frankfort, and then he called a face mask on Kaiser. So those penalties are going to offset. We'll just redo that whole thing. 3rd down and 1.
Let's do a do-over here real quick.
I guess somebody grabbed the face mask at the end of the play there.
3rd and short.
Of course, there's been no secret that, Kaiser's been battling penalty bug. We can keep that to a minimum tonight. Oh, right up the gut again, Robinette. Nobody there.
Still dragging Kaiser defenders.
Yeah, we can't get caught up tackling the football right now. I know we're trying to force a turnover, but we got to tackle the man first. So,
first down on the play for the Falcons. I want to remind everybody that tonight's broadcast is powered by the Belt Group. Thank you to the Belt Group for providing the generator to power tonight's production. Belt Paving, now a 2-year sponsor of Golden Tornado football for our broadcast. Handoff will be to Clark. And he keeps dragging defenders. He's refusing to go down.
Yeah,
Gain of 9.
Hard. Yep, he's running hard tonight. He's definitely running hard. That was just straight buck sweep. Again, these Kaiser kids have seen that their entire football lives. There was nothing fancy about that. That was just straight up wing tee, and you know, you can't give up 9 on first down. That's not something we're going to be able to keep doing. But Clark is definitely running hard right now.
I'm sure Coach Whiteman will take second and short every time he can get it.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, you know, it won't happen all the time here, but you know, do not be surprised, you know, if they get in these little situations and they're gonna go deep out of it.
Motion man is Clark. Handoff inside to Van Meter. He's going to bounce it out, and we'll get the first down.
Anthony Melian on the play, number 30. And again, as you look out there, you know, you see, you know, honestly, probably Frankfort being undersized a bit on the line, but, you know, those guys are playing hard. They're straining on every play. And, you know, it's just one of those things where, you know, you're going to have to keep playing all night long here. You know, if one team thinks they can take a series off or even a snap off, that could be trouble for either whoever that is.
And off to Anderson, and he'll be bottled up by the Kaiser front.
I think that was Joel Myers, maybe.
Oh, Joel Myers.
Yeah, I think it was Joel Myers. Benny Oates in on the play. Gabe Ryan in as well.
And 2nd and 9 here. Gained maybe a couple feet out of it. Kaiser may have the size advantage up front, but these Falcon backs are executing really well.
Absolutely. We're down to about 35 seconds in the first quarter. Still no score.
4 receivers wide. Back is Robinette. He's going to roll out to the left side, and he's just going to tuck it. And we'll gain about 2 on the scramble.
Yep. Caden Youngblood and Benny Oates in on the play there, stretching the ball out, the play out nicely. Gabe Ryan also out there just working hard to stretch it out. You'll see these guys, you know, they're learning techniques there of, you know, when you see the ball going out wide, let's keep straining and get those arms up to show, hey, you know, maybe somebody's got some jersey and, you know, trying to get some holds, because obviously that's what's happened to Kaiser a lot during this year. As much jet as we run, you know, we've got a lot of holding calls just because our kids are still blocking as long as they can. But whenever we keep a handful of jersey maybe too long, that's kind of what comes to pass there, and that's what Gabe was trying to show there. He was really showing, hey, I think I'm getting held.
And with the end of the first quarter, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Coldwell Banker. Contact your local office for all your home buying and selling needs, or if you need to find an agent, Coldwell Banker Hometown Realty. And while we have a little intermission here between the quarters, we'll go out here for a commercial break.
Hi, I'm Logan Del Signor, Realtor with Coldwell Banker Hometown Realty in Kaiser, West Virginia. I've been with Coldwell Banker for 3 years now, servicing West Virginia and Western Maryland. Prior to joining Coldwell Banker, I graduated from West Virginia University with a degree in marketing and sales. It's a 21st century world we live in, and you need someone with 21st century knowledge and expertise to get the job done. I'm a full-time and full-service agent. I've helped clients in the commercial sector, residential properties, investment properties, and with lands and farms. If you're a seller, I'm there with you from the day we list the property until the day we go to the closing table.
And as we come back for the start of the second quarter, Robinette will be under center. He will roll out. Makes one-man miss and then brought down by Chase Evans on the play.
It's a big game for Frankfort, though. That's when he rolled. We had edge kind of contained, but there was a big hole right up inside the defensive end, and there was nobody there as far as the linebacking crew ready to make that play. So
Robinette slipped right inside the hands of the corner. Robinette back under, hand off to the inside to Van Meter. He bounces off some Kaiser defenders.
It's just your basic down play. Open up, hand it off, right off tackle. That's right off tackle. Gabe Ryan in on the play. Kaiser's going to bring in some beef. Jacob Keating coming back in. But that's just basic there. That's just right off tackle.
Frankfort knocking on the door inside the 5-yard line.
When we look at this, Frankfort doing this mainly on the ground. Like I said, we know they've got a passing game that they've got in their back pocket.
And off inside the Van Meter, and he will stretch it across for the touchdown. Parker Van Meter with the 4-yard run for the score will give us the first touchdown of tonight's game.
It's like Joel Myers on to do the kicking for Frankfort. Number 9, Landon Kinzer, is going to be holding.
Kick is up and good. And Frankfort will go to a 7-0 lead. That scoring drive is brought to you by the Tim Brook Automotive Group. Visit your local dealer and make car buying easy. Many brands, just one choice, Tim Brook Automotive.
Yeah, so like we were kind of saying there towards the end, to be able to run the ball straight down the field without really having too much passing success and having to go to that just as of yet, I'm sure that makes Coach Whiteman pretty excited, and I'm sure Coach Stevens going to have to, not worry so much, but those are things we're going to have to shut down the run and force them to do something else right now, because that seemed a little easy at times, because like I said, we saw some buck sweep, we saw a play we called down, which is basically off tackle, and all that stuff is stuff that we know that the Golden Tornado see on the daily in practice and have seen for a lot of their career. Obviously it works, that's why we run it, but at the same time, when you see it all the time, you want to be able to kind of notice that and shut it down. And didn't quite get it done that series. We're going to have to shore that up next time Frankfort has the ball.
Frankfort kicking this off from the hash.
Joel Myers again, set back to kick. Back deep for Kaiser is Anthony Mealy and Hunter Van Pelt.
Kick is back.
Van Pelt on the catch.
And Van Pelt dragging defenders. Give Kaiser good starting field position.
Number 2, Peyton Clark on the stop finally for Frankfort. Kaiser's distribution running the football so far really balanced. Sammy Bradfield's got 11 yards. Benny Oates got 12. Hunter Van Pelt 14. Seth Healy 15. We'll take those numbers.
Healy with one receiver out to his left side. Brings man in motion.
Quick pitch again.
Sammy Bradford makes a man miss. He's going down towards the sideline. He will be pushed out of bounds around the 40. Sammy Bradfield making the defender miss there. Cut to his inside and hit the sideline. Kaiser keeping the no huddle. Ely brings the pitch the opposite way. Sammy shakes and bakes his way for about another 7-yard gain.
John Anderson, Landon Kinzer, and Alex Smith in on the stop for Frankfort. Before Bradfield picks up a big 8.
Second and short here for the Golden Tornado offense. And off inside to number 24, Chase Evans. He bounces off of one defender and then is shoveled down.
Dump truck on the play by 6, Luke Robinette. Number 9, Landon Kinzer, but not before he picks up the first down. Again, that was back to the same down play Frankfurt's using against us. That's the exact same play there. You see motion going from the tailback, just a quick turnaround from the quarterback, a quick hitter off tackle to the fullback. Same thing they just used against us.
Motion man is Van Pelt. Handoff inside to Evans. Another strong gain of about 4.
Stopped on the play by 60, Evan Jones for Frankfort. Second down at about 6.
Back to the line. Handoff will be to Sammy Bradfield. Takes a quick cut and will fall forward near the first down marker.
20, Alex Smith in on the play again. Kaiser staying tempo, 3rd and 1. Traditional wing T set there. There's down again to Evans.
It looks like it might be good enough for the first down. Gain of about 2 on the play.
Luke Robinette in on the stop for Frankfort, along with number 60, Evan Jones.
Healy back in shotgun. Going to roll out to his right side. He's going to tuck it. He's going to cut inside, and he will try to stretch it across. Touchdown. Golden Tornado.
That's a great answer for Kaiser. That's a great answer. They went slot there, and out of slot, you've got a lot of things. You've got 2 routes at the top that they've got to honor, as we'll see here. Maybe two routes at the top that they have to honor, and as the quarterback rolls out, now you've got to take care of your routes first to make sure you're not be able to throw it. And of course, Seth being a really good athlete and made a great decision there.
Good stretch at the end of the play to get the ball into the end zone. Kick is up and good.
Seth make it 7-7.
And after that scoring drive, we'd like to remind everybody that the Kaiser Moose Lodge is the official watch party of Kaiser Golden Tornado football. Stop down Moose Lodge, grab a drink, grab something to eat, and enjoy some Golden Tornado football. Watch the Mineral Bowl. Looks like we have a good one going tonight. While we got a moment in between the scoring break, we'll be back after this quick commercial break.
Buying an automobile isn't supposed to be hard. Hi, I'm Fred Timbrook Jr., and at Timbrook Automotive, we make car buying easy. When you buy from us, you can expect your experience to be transparent and stress-free. For your convenience, we have locations in Cumberland, Oakland, and Kaiser, which means you can get the finest cars at the lowest prices close to home. Visit us today at any of our locations to experience the
ball up. I know that last touchdown made our girl Erin Broadwater super happy out there. I want to say hey to Erin, super big Kaiser fan. I know she's watching.
Short little kick out towards the sideline, and it will roll out of bounds. We'll give Frankfort decent field position starting the next possession.
The illegal procedure call officially, and Frankfort's going to take the ball at the 35. You have the option to either take it where it went out of bounds or at the 35. Obviously, it went out of bounds behind that, so Frankfort will move it up to the 35 and get started.
Robinette will come over getting his call on the sideline.
See if Kaiser has maybe an answer here now. See if we've stiffened up this D-line and see if we can get some stops here. Looks like we got things rolling on offense. Just need the ball back.
Robinette has a man open downfield.
There it is.
And it is caught on the play. John Anderson. And he is brought down after the big gain.
Yeah, and again, you know, we know that Coach Whiteman's going to throw the ball, and what they caught Kaiser in there, we were in a 6. We moved everybody up because, and there again, there's your adjustment for trying to stop the run. We move everybody up into a 6. Mealy was up on the line. I think Oates on the backside, is up on the line. We got 6 guys there, 8 guys up and trying to run the block, and Anderson just runs straight down the field because everybody right now was keying on stopping the run. That's exactly what we were needing to stop.
And in motion, handoff inside will go nowhere.
Gabe Bryan, Luke Anderson, Caden Youngblood in on stop. No gain on the play. It'll be second down, 10 for Frankfort.
Yeah, he had about 7 yards separation on that deep ball. I'm pretty sure Mr. Vic Clay could have completed that one.
Oh, there's no doubt Vic Clay's completing that one. Vic Clay's that's in stride. I'm telling you that.
He'd still be running.
No question. No question. Guys are up in a 6 again, as you can see. The wingback reverse.
Gained maybe 2 or 3 on the carry.
Chase Evans in on the stop. Jacob Keating. Malachi Blow also in.
I'll tell you what, just recognizing the tempo difference between these two teams. Frankfurt's slow and meticulous, and Kaiser's just on the ball.
Yep, and you know, at times, maybe Frankfort wants to play faster, but when you're playing against somebody that runs tempo all the time, sometimes you need to slow down just to keep your kids fresh. You know, I don't know if Moorfield ran out of gas or whatnot last week, but I guarantee you both sides were super tired. Frankfort's going to call a timeout. It's a big down for Coach Whiteman. He's going to have to dial something up to gain about 8 yards or decide whether he wants to kick a field goal or go in again. I don't know much about Joel Myers and, you know, as far as stats on field goals for the year, but if I know Coach Whiteman, I'm sure he's going to want to get it in the end zone. So I would say this is probably 2-down territory for Frankfort, not out of any desperation, but just with the fact that we got 6:37 left in the half, and Kaiser gets the ball coming out. If they come out of this empty, talking about Frankfort, they come out of this empty, and you know, you saw, you know, Kaiser did well offensively last series. Kaiser puts one in, then gets the ball back at, you know, after the half. That could turn into a bad situation for Frankfort. So it's a good timeout by Coach Whiteman. Him making sure everybody's aware of what they're calling and what they're going to run. And again, you know, he's a gambler, and he has every page in his playbook available to him on every down. To be honest with you, a lot of respect for Coach Whiteman, just because of the fact that he's gonna keep you completely honest all the time. So don't be surprised if you get something you know, out of a reverse here or trips and or a slot and something crazy going back the other way. Robinette had a lot of success rolling to that twin side, so looks like we've got a double wing here.
Robinette under center. Brings a man in motion. He's going to fake the pitch, and he's looking to the end zone on the wheel route. Touchdown. Joel Myers with the score. They brought him in motion and just wheeled him around the edge, and there was nobody there.
Yeah. And that's where, again, kind of the same thing whenever you're sitting up in that 6. When you're sitting in the 6, you're bringing that guy in motion, and we're talking about keys here. Now that your defensive end now has to key this guy that came in motion, and you're expecting him to go and run on that wheel route. That's a tough task for Benny to know. He's got to contain the edge and then also go guard this guy down the field. That's rough.
Myers lines up for the extra point. Kick is up and good, as Frankfort will take the lead 14-7 with 6:32 left in the second quarter. Once again, I'd like to thank Kaiser Fox's Pizza Den for being our scoreboard sponsor and a sponsor of Kaiser Golden Tornado Football. Use code Kaiser Football online and save 10% off of your order tonight.
I would not be surprised to see Coach come back to that. As you can see,
there was just no one there.
Yeah. See him come back to that just because of the mismatch that it creates there. It puts you in conflict as the outside linebacker. Kaiser traditionally in a 4-4. And like I said, they walked up in a 6 that last couple series. And again, what that does is take your outside linebacker. That would be Benny Oates in that situation, where, you know, his job is going to have to be able to cover that flat and cover anything down the field there. So, you know, there are cornerbacks to help, but with the way that was drawn up, and again, that was a great timeout by Coach Whiteman, just because he wanted to make sure everybody understood what the assignment was. He knew that was a big possession for them, and they needed to get in the end zone there. So see if Kaiser can put one back on the board. and have a chance to flip things after halftime. Joel Myers back to kick again from the hash.
He will squib it down the middle of the field there.
EJ Guy on the reception.
And he will get pushed out of bounds near the 30.
Peyton Clark on the stop.
Fields the ball for Kaiser and brings it out to about the 30-yard line. We're looking for first down for the Golden Tornadoes.
A lot of time for Kaiser here. We got plenty of time to get down here and score, especially as quick as we scored the last time. But still, 6.5 is good. We'd like to go ahead and eat all 6.5 of this and score, and then be able to come back out and get the halftime kickoff and flip the momentum that way. 5 more coming. You see the frustration. It's
Nothing kills a coach more.
Oh, listen, you saw the kids upset with that. Trust me, the coaches are somewhere chewing a lot of gum.
Hand off to Benny Oates, and he will have nowhere to go on that one.
That's a big stop inside by number 60, Evan Jones.
Gains maybe one on the play.
Kaiser's going to go slot to the top here. We've got a wing back down at the bottom, Van Pelt.
Snap back to Healy. He's going to roll out to the right side. He tries to cut this one back up inside. And looks like he will have enough for the first down. Ball came out there at the end, but side just saying he was down.
68, Dalton Dent in on the play there on the stop. That little, again, Frankfort used that, and it's working for us. Rolling to the slot side there, making, forcing them to, guard the two receivers first. And if you get that block out there, I saw Connor Bennett, did a good job out there, just staying with his guy. And Healy ducked up underneath.
Drop back is Healy. He's looking deep. He has Sammy on the cross. And leads it just a little short. Sammy has to play the defender on that one and try to make sure that ain't going the other way.
Yeah, that was actually a good play by Sammy. If it was intentional, even if it wasn't, it was fortunate if it wasn't intentional, because that was definitely looked like it could have been a pick.
The pass was there, just needed to be laid out just a little bit more on the line.
Looks like we got twins down here at the bottom. Bradfield and Signs. Van Pelt up top at the wing.
Snap back, Healy's going to keep it backside. He will have nowhere to go. No gain on the play.
Parker Van Meter, big stop there from the linebacker position. Sniffed that out. In that situation, he's probably keying Seth like a fullback there, because we only have 2 backs in the backfield, so that was his key the whole way. You saw his key come to. He made a great play.
Bobbles a snap. And he will overthrow Hunter Van Pelt. As it is now 4th and long.
Well, now there's plenty of time for Frankfort. So, yeah, that was, we were hoping to get a better drive in that. But went for the big play and almost connected. But that kind of put us behind the sticks a bit.
Snap back to Ernest. The punt is up. And it is recovered. And he has space.
Ran out of bounds by 52, Landon Rhodes. Yeah, that's going to be great field position. 4:43 to go in the half. That's plenty of time for Frankfort to do some damage. We have to stop somebody here on defense here.
Kaiser real close to a penalty there. Drug him out on the sideline. Almost tackled him into the Gatorade cooler over there. Surprised they didn't throw the flag down on that one. Ball at midfield. And yeah, 4:43, plenty of time for them to go half the length of the field. Try and get it in, extend their lead out here.
Jet sweep.
Hands it out. He has space. And Myers will be brought down after the first down run.
Will Myers carries to Frankfort. There'll be a first down.
First down for the Falcons.
You watch it, just straight jet motion. And Mealy steps up to seal the edge, and basically they're just letting you go where you want. So Mealy stepped out, they just kicked him out. If Mealy would have crashed in, they'd have just hooked him, and he'd have bounced outside. So that's a play where the jet guy is just going to read the wing back there, and that was Peyton Clark out there. Wherever Clark was going to take Mealy is where basically told Myers where to go. So pretty much a simple read when you get down to it. And then they had a single guy up top. We were locked up. Malachi Blow was locked up on the receiver. I think Tyreek Powell was up there, and so Tyreek Powell takes Blow down the field. Blow's got to go with him. So
gives us the space.
Yeah, if we could just get and again, there's Kaiser's in that 6 again, and it looks like maybe that's what they practiced for this week, and that's what they decided to stick in. But as it is right now, like you just watched there, Mealy stepped out, did what he's supposed to do on the contain side of things, but as soon as they get up underneath of that, there's nobody there, especially when you ran the corner all the way down the field. So there's, it's 8, 10, 12 yards before anybody's even there. So we have to get tougher from end to end on that 6 and really start shutting things down, or they're going to be able to run at will. Back in the 6 again.
And off outside.
Mealy, the big stop there. Mealy's been a great open field tackler since he was on C team. That's the truth. I'm always confident if he's out there one-on-one, Anthony's going to make the play. So that was a big stop. That was a big stop there by Anthony. We still got 4. So 2nd and 6, 4:12 on a rolling second quarter clock.
Once again, I want to thank our sponsor, First Baptist Church of Burlington. Pastor Tom Caldwell holds service live every Sunday. You can listen to him on their Facebook page or on 107.1 FM.
So as you can see, Mealy and Oates are going strong and weak.
Handoff will be to Myers.
Mealy on the play again. If you watch them, Mealy and Oates will see where the wing back's going to go, or where the strong side is, and Mealy's going to end up going to that side. Oates will go to the opposite side, which is going to be more of the run strength to Mealy's side and more of a pass strength to Oates' side. And the coaches have them in position there. Mealy, like I said, has been tough stopping the run since he was just a little guy, and I know he likes coming up and stopping the run. So Oates does a great job in coverage most times. So that's exactly why that's going there.
Timeout called for the Falcons offense.
Timeout, Frankfort.
While we have a in-game timeout, we'll take a quick TV timeout. Welcome back. Thank you to the Wheelhouse Academy for being a sponsor of Golden Tornado football.
Single coverage down here. Van Meter again, right off tackle.
Chug-a-lugging along there.
Josh Shoemaker on the play finally. But that's just down. It's just right off tackle.
You said going into this game that Van Meter kid is a tough runner.
Oh, he again since he again I've been coaching with and against these guys since they were in second grade, and he's what made that Frankfort Colts team go for years and years. I mean he's been very good, but more than anything a very tough, hard-nosed football player his whole life.
Kaiser stacking the box. Handoff will be inside the Van Meter. Gain maybe 1 or 2 on the carry.
Gabe Bryan in on the play there. And Caden Youngblood also in on the stop. Second down and goal from about the 7.
Winding down
Maybe
towards
5.
2 minutes.
Yeah, second goal from the 5. And yeah, obviously Coach Whiteman will be content running all this off of here and trying to punch one in at the end and go up 2 scores by halftime. So
lining up with 2 receivers out wide. Hand off to Clark will go nowhere.
Another big stop by Ryan and Youngblood. Good play by both of those guys there.
Third down at the 5.
Now, the last couple times we've had slot down here, two receivers, twins down to this bottom side. And they were really way far out, which maybe speaks to them not being maybe even in on the play. Kind of suggests a run play, but I would not be surprised to see this ball go into the air in some way, shape, or form, or at least give Robinette a rollout with the chance to look there and then keep.
Quick pitch out to Myers. He tries to tuck it up in for it. And we have a scrum here. Looks like they're going to call him down around the 1.
Yep. 56 seconds and rolling. 4th down and goal. Frankfort's going to call their second timeout.
Determining whether you need emergency care or not requires special training. The next time you visit an urgent care, ask if your doctor is board certified in emergency medicine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rana Matthias Monceau. I'm board certified in emergency medicine, and I'm trained to recognize when a condition may require more than just an urgent care evaluation. I believe in treating each patient individually, not just as another number. Health Matters Urgent Care. Better medicine, exceptional care. Barton Boulevard, next to the Bel Air Plaza.
Once again, thank you to Dr. Rana Matthias Monceau at Health Matters Urgent Care. Better medicine, exceptional care. So, Scott, let's dig into the head of Coach Kevin Whiteman. What are you running here? 4th and 1.
Well, I don't think he's gonna panic by any stretch here. And if you've been, kind of watching a lot, of course Clark's running hard if you're going to go buck sweep action and go that route. But again, if Kaiser's going to come up in that 6, that down play, you're going to get that down kick motion. You're going to have the tight end block down, the tackle block down, the guard will pull and kick out the end of the line of scrimmage there. And then there's really nobody there in that gap, so you don't have to go a whole lot to go. You might also see Robinette just sneaking right up inside of there, Tom Brady style.
And off the Van Meter.
Touchdown.
Looked like he might have been stopped, but was able to bounce it out to the left side and get into the end zone.
Yeah.
Will extend the Frankfort lead out to 20-7 with the kick still here to go.
Didn't see the motion. Did the guard? No, they just blocked that straight up. They just blocked. That was down motion. That was down motion in the backfield, but they chose not to pull the guard on there. That's a whole lot of moving parts at the 1 yard line on 4th down. So they just blocked it straight up. Myers on the kick. Kinzer on the hold.
Snap is back, and the kick is good.
So, Kaiser's got 48 seconds. Try to run this one back. That'd be a wonderful thing. And try to punch one in here by halftime, knowing that they get the ball back on the other end of the break. So, we shall see. But I can promise you, Coach Whiteman and staff are really excited at the fact that they're able to run the ball with this much success between the tackles, for sure. So, something we definitely have to fix at halftime.
That scoring drive is brought to you by the Timbrook Automotive Group. Make car buying easy. Visit your local dealer today. Timbrook Automotive, many brands, just one choice. As Kaiser lines up for the ensuing kickoff, needing to make a splash play here if they want to try to bring it the scoring in a little bit here before the end of the half.
Mealy and Van Pelt back deep. Just up in front of them are Seth Sines and EJ Guy.
They will squib it down the middle of the field.
Chase Evans is going to take it.
And they will get possession back around the 33.
Big stop made by number 68, Dalton Dent, on that play. Senior. Dent's not a big guy, but he does play hard, that's for sure. You can see
He's listed at 5'10", 170, but he plays like a big man.
He does. 170 soaking wet, but I'm telling you, he's playing well tonight. And there he is, down with his hand down on the ground, just playing hard. But that's
quick rollout is Healy. Makes one man miss, and he is brought down after the first down run.
Parker Van Meter on the hit there. Big hit. And
Healy shaking up on the play.
Guys will take a timeout here. But yeah, one of the things we talk about, we've got an undersized line there, but for years Frankfort has done this a lot. Just putting somebody. I don't know Dalton Dent personally. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a wrestler, but putting kids like that, wiry, smaller guys down there, but they're wrestlers. They understand leverage for one thing, but they're just tougher than woodpecker lips. So
just muscle their way through.
They're not worried about going up against anybody, 250 pounds, 300 pounds. They're just going to try to sneak their way through there and make some plays. So, and it's the other thing is, when you got somebody that quick as a bigger lineman, and that you've got to be off the ball on time, and you have to catch that ball.
Let's get thank you to Caldwell Banker Hometown Realty. You sponsor Kaiser Golden Tornado football. Contact your local office for all your home buying and selling needs. I know Mr. Logan Del Signor and Eric Riggleman just helped me out with buying and selling my home. So once again, thank you to Caldwell Banker for everything you do and being a sponsor of Golden Tornado football.
Road truck in under center, wing T.
Handoff inside to Bradfield. He will get the first down.
Stop made on the play by number 7, John Anderson. That's a big stop for Frankfort.
Kaiser staying no huddle back in shotgun his road truck. He's going to roll out to the left side. And
out of bounds.
Foot tapped down just a little bit into the white. Good effort by Seth Sines there, but wasn't able to drag it back.
26.2 left to go in the half. Guys are trying to, I would say, at least get into field goal range. We've got one timeout left. If they can do that, they'll be able to stop the clock and get Seth up ready to go. Though I don't necessarily see him getting ready down here. Looks like if that's the case, maybe we're just going to end zone or nothing.
His road truck. He's going to throw it deep. And it will fall incomplete. 2 white jerseys there to break that one up.
10, Joe Myers. 7, John Anderson. Back there deep on the coverage. 3rd down and 10. I don't see Ernest getting warmed up, so I'm thinking that this is going to be end zone or nothing.
And off will be to Evans.
And there's your timeout.
Will be brought down around the 35.
It'll be 4th down. About 5. Kaiser coming out of the timeout.
14.5 seconds left in the clock. I'd like to thank the Belt Group for powering our production tonight by Allegheny Media. Belt Group provided us a generator used to power our production bus. Thank you, Belt Paving, for everything you do.
So, given the situation here with no timeouts now, your field goal's off the board. As we see, Berkeley Springs beating Moorfield right now, 19-7. Need Moorfield to come on back and get that bonus point, but it's not looking good for him. Of course, I've been impressed with that quarterback at Berkeley Springs all year long. That kid is tough.
That Barkley kid is a heck of an athlete.
He is. He's tough, man. But, yeah, as far as Kaiser goes, coming out of here, everything's going to have to be to the sidelines. If we're going to throw the ball, we got to throw it out of bounds. If we get tackled in bounds, it's, obviously, if you don't get 5 yards, it's turnover anyway.
Road truck will roll out.
He's going to keep that.
He has space. He's going to keep it, and he will go out of bounds. Good decision on the play by Logan Road truck.
Yeah. Logan's a sharp kid. Both those kids. That's a benefit, Healy and Road truck are both younger quarterbacks, but they're both academically they're really smart kids. So, they're going to make good decisions.
Ball sitting at the 24-yard line with 7.6 seconds left on the clock. Road truck back in shotgun with 4 receivers out wide. Quick drop. He hitches. He's looking deep.
Get that, Keller.
And Brandon Keller makes a tremendous catch in traffic. Touchdown. Go to Tornado.
Wow. The benefit of the 6'3" tight end that can run and jump. That is Braden Keller, basketball player out there, and
Keller came down with a rebound on that one.
He did. He just went up and caught the ball at its highest point. That was a great job. Great throw by Logan, staying poised, coming right off the bench. Kudos to that young man right there, that's for sure. Big play by Braden Keller.
We line up here for the extra point. Kick is up and good.
Plenty of time left.
Yeah, 2.8. That's all you need.
I would anticipate the squib coming here, but maybe I'm wrong. So as we watch again here, watch Keller straight down the field, right on the outside there with the white gloves, going up, boom, and then he's just a strong kid. He couldn't really play it any better. The Frankfort defender was right there by the time we caught the ball. Keller just out-muscled into the end zone, so that was big right there. We definitely needed that because...
Is that our weekly entry into You Got Mossed?
Well, that one, we'll take that right there for sure so far, for sure. But, as we said, Kaiser's going to get the ball coming back out of halftime. So,
good answer.
That was needed. That was crucial. So, kudos to Coach Shoemaker and the guys down on the offensive staff for, taking that time out when they did. And, what do we know? Seth wasn't warming up for a reason. It was end zone or nothing.
They called their shot and they got it.
Yep, absolutely.
As they break out here for the kick. And Seth will just bounce it downfield here. And that will be the end of our first half.
53, Connor Bennett on the play, and also number 58.
Caden Whitaker.
No, for Kaiser. Samuel Hamrick. Couldn't get it out of my mouth. Samuel Hamrick on the stop there. So, just a big play there at the end, and I'm sure Kaiser's breathing that sigh of relief, and Coach Whiteman is chewing more gum. That's the best way I can put that.
So Kaiser will take the possession here at the beginning of the second half. Kaiser down 21-14 to the Frankfort Falcons. We'll be back a couple minutes for the end of the halftime break. Let our bands get their performances in, and then we'll have some statistics brought to you by Mr. Victor Clay.
And now, under the senior leadership of drum majors Jonathan Lewis and William Griffin, we proudly present the outstanding young men and women of Mineral County Science, the Frankfort Falcon Marching Band. This evening, the Falcon Marching Band is pleased to honor our veterans, as well as all active duty personnel who serve in the United States Armed Forces. We are thankful for these brave souls who have sacrificed to provide our freedoms, liberties, and our way of life. In observance of Veterans Day on November 11th, we will now perform Veteran Salute. We honor our heroes and ask that all stand to be recognized when their branch is announced. United States Army. the United States Navy. The United States Air Force. The United States Marine Corps. The United States Coast Guard. We owe a great debt of gratitude to all who served and protected us over the past 225 years. Please join us once again in honoring all our brave American heroes. May God bless America and continue to shed His grace on us. Ladies and gentlemen, the Frankfort County Marching Band. The Kaiser High School Marching Band is proud to present their 2021 field show, School of Rock. Inspired by the music of the 1980s, the show is divided into 3 sections. Part 1 kicks off with the upbeat Grand Illusion Renegade by Styx. Part 2 is the rock ballad Beth by Kiss, and features trumpet soloists Bryson Bush and Blake Rogers. Part 3 is the showstopper, Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. This piece features flute soloist Ashley Barney and contains sections which highlight the KHS drumline. The 2021 Kaiser High School Band is under the direction of Suzanne Ward, assisted by Christopher Ward. Head field technician Sabrina Parks, color guard instructor Candace Lowry, additional assistance by Corey Annable. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2021 Kaiser High School Marching Band.
All right, am I good to go reset?
And we are back here for the beginning of the second half. Still waiting for teams to come out to get their second half warm-ups in. We have some statistics. Rushing the ball, Sammy Bradfield has 7 carries for 62 yards, averaging 8.8 a touch. Benny Oates, 4 carries for 13 yards, averaging 3 1/4 a touch. Hunter Van Pelt, 3 carries for 14, averaging 4.6. Seth Healy has 6 carries for 47 yards and a touchdown, averaging 7.8. Chase Evans, 4 carries for 29, averaging 7.2. And Road Truck has the lone carry for 13 yards. Altogether, Kaisers ran for 178 yards. Passing the ball, we only have the 1 completion. Road Truck 1 for 3 for 24 yards and a touchdown to Keller there at the end of the half. Altogether, Kaiser 202 yards of total offense. And we were unable to get any statistics for Frankfort.
Defensive leaders for Kaiser, Caden Youngblood and Josh Shoemaker both leading the way with 6 tackles at this point in time. Right behind them, Gabe Bryan and Chase Evans both have 4 each. And so it's one of those things where we talk a lot about, if your safeties and your D-backs are leading you in tackles, that might not be a good sign for you. So it's a good thing that Josh is there making those plays and coming up and making stops, but the fact that the running backs are getting that deep into the secondary is a problem. So we got to be able to shut that down a whole lot better this half. Good thing is we get the ball here coming out, and hopefully we can keep the momentum that we just built at the end of that last drive and punch one in here, even it up, and then hopefully get back to the adjustments that we made on defense here. But like I said, just knowing that the playbook that Coach Whiteman brings, especially for this game, each coach is going to keep something back. The closer you get to playoffs, there's some stuff you want to throw in, some wrinkles, and give even the people that if you get into the playoffs something to look at and have to game plan for. But more than anything, these 2 head coaches just want to win this game, just because of what it is, but then also, because of the implications. So look for maybe some razzle-dazzle out of both coaches in the second half, just because it might be a necessity.
Do you think Kaiser's going to stick with that 6-man front that they were doing? Or do you think they're going to go back to the 4-4 look?
Well, the thing is, obviously they game plan to run a 6 for the week. If they went in at halftime and decided that they didn't like what they saw, then they're going to go back to their base defense, which is a 4, which they should be confident in playing. It's served them well for the most part this year. And I don't know that they were ready to sit in a 6 for a lot of the time. But like I said, with the way Frankfurt's being able to run the ball right now, that might be something you want to kind of change. Mainly because if we're able to get blocked on the edge out there and give them that off tackle run, you might have to go back to that 4-4 so we can have those outside linebackers and the inside linebackers getting a better run at the off tackle hole. So I trust that the coach is going to do the right thing here, and whatever they've been game planning, they know their athletes. I trust that they're going to have some adjustments made and be ready to go.
As we get things winded down here of halftime, team's getting ready to get set up for the second half kick here in our 2021 Mineral Bowl. Trophy and playoffs possibly on the line. While we got a second here, we got the 2 captains coming out to the middle of the field. We got Sammy Bradfield and Peyton Clark for the second half review for which way the possessions will go.
As we are kind of hanging around waiting to see what happened in the second half. We've got some scores here from Double A. Number 1 Herbert Hoover beating Logan 27-0 at halftime. Triple A Bridgeport beating number 4 Lincoln 17-7 in the third. Wayne coming up big so far at halftime, 20-7 over number 3 Polka. Wayne's 2-7 on the year. Polka number 3 got beat last week by Herbert Hoover, the number 1 team in the state, when Polka was 2. They fell to 3. A loss to Wayne would definitely put them in a different bracket there. So that's big. Point Pleasant beating 5-4 Winfield 7-6 at halftime. North Marion's up 34-0 over Libby Harrison. Robert C. Byrd up 49-0 over Philip Barber in the second quarter. Number 11, Grafton, 35-6 over Lewis County. Number 9, Roane County, 16-7 over Sissonville. 13, Liberty Raleigh, 0-0 in the first quarter with Wyoming East. Bluefield up 28-0 on Mingo Central.
We got teams lining up here for the second half kick. Kaiser back deep to return.
Mealy and Van Pelt.
squib down the middle of the field will go through the hands of the Kaiser up man, then taken by
Nearly on the helmet flying off. It's a good way to start the second half. Dalton Dent.
Called his name a lot tonight.
That's for sure.
Kaiser will take over possession near the 35-yard line, looking to possibly tie this one up.
Looks like we're going into the Wildcat. Sammy Bradfield in the Wildcat.
And he will be wrestled down. I think it might be about a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, Gabe was pulling on that play and actually kind of just ran right by Briar Michaels and made the play there and not running off. But he was on for his one play there, but it was a big one.
Bradfield's still back in the Wildcat, back in the shotgun set. He's going to keep it, take it up the middle. He has a little bit of space. He's going all the way, baby. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Sammy Bradfield.
More importantly, no flags on the field. That was huge right there. That was huge.
Sammy Bradfield split it down the middle on the keeper, and once he got out of the stretched out fingertips of the defender, he was nowhere to be touched.
And that goes back to just how important that touchdown at the end of the half was. This is, we're on now just a kick away from tying the thing up.
Seth Ernest lining up for the extra point. A little bit of a high snap, but collected, and the kick is good. And we are knotted back up at 21 here early in the third.
That's exactly what Kaiser wanted to start this half. And here's a replay. Watching the fake right here underneath the Van Pelt or to Oates, and then straight up the middle.
You see him come up through. One guy gets close to grabbing him, and he takes it the rest of the way.
Couldn't tell if that was Youngblood or Ryan, but either way, whichever one of that was, they got just enough of their guy to shield him off and slow him down, and that's all that Sammy needed.
That big play scoring drive brought to you by the Timbrook Automotive Group.
Those are the kind of scoring drives we like. Those are sports car drives.
Yeah. We got an SUV on the screen, but we need a Lamborghini on that one.
Anytime it looks like a track meet, I'm in favor of it.
Anything involving people running fast, Scott Fury is all go.
Let's go. Ernest back to kick off again. Robinette back deep.
Ball is loose.
Onside kick is recovered by Kaiser. Anthony Mealy.
Trying to see what the determination here is. We got one referee pointing Frankfort ball.
That's the guy that counts because he's right there on it. They're going to listen to him.
Kaiser sideline very upset. They call Kaiser ball.
Football. Anthony Mealy on the recovery there.
Let's see if we get a replay of this here.
Yep. Yep, there. That he touched the ball. Mealy gets on top.
I think maybe the side just thought maybe the ball didn't go far enough, but because it touched a Frankfort player, it was free go.
Yep.
So now Kaiser gets a chance to take the lead here.
And again, if you've been watching Kaiser all year, we're not against kicking the onside kick at any point in time. That's definitely something that we're okay with. Back to the Wildcat with Bradfield. And there's our 5. God love him. There's our guy, Dalton Dent. Like I said, he's played a whale of a game so far, but this is the second or third time that he's done that. And there he is. He's a senior. This is his last go-around in the Mineral Bowl, and, he wants to win it just as bad as everybody else out there. But He's so frustrated with himself.
He's quick on the gun. I mean, that's how he's able to get penetration like he does. He's so quick off that first step, but sometimes it's a double-edged sword.
Yep.
Bradfield keeps it, and he will get the first down on the carry.
Stop made on the play by number 9, Landon Kinzer. Kinzer and number 60, Evan Jones, on the stop for Frankfort. Tough running and big hits on both sides of the football.
Kaiser slowly making their way down the field for this possession. Handoff, Sammy Bradfield. He's bouncing, and he is brought down about a yard short.
Number 20, Alex Smith, instrumental on the play there. Also 53, Briar Michaels, also in on the play. So we got to think: are we going? Is this 4-down territory here, or this is definitely well within Seth Ernest's range as a kicker, but I don't see him warming up. So looks like 4-down territory for Kaiser, and that's going to be a loss on the play there. So
nowhere to go is Benny Oates. Hit by the Falcon wall.
Luke Robinette, Evan Jones, Landon Kinzer. It's definitely going to be 4 down. Seth hasn't been over here kicking at all, so his leg's definitely not warm. We're gonna roll the dice here.
Got about a 4th and a long 3. He's going to roll out. Pressure coming. He is brought down. Turnover on downs.
Yeah, that's looks like he stumbled out of the snap. And we were going back to the same Twins look down here, rolling to it again. And if you look, you see Healy just stumbled a little bit, and that's all that Tyreek Powell needed to get his jump start. So missed opportunity there for Kaiser.
Kaiser had a chance to take the lead on that one. Now
I wasn't sure if they were going to bring out the field goal kicker or not, but it was evident just by looking down there that he wasn't warming up. So Coach Steven had made up his mind if it was going to be 7 or nothing. Frankfurt's got Twins at the top, empty backfield.
Man in motion. Going to hand it off to the motion man. Joel Myers.
Oh, was that? Yeah, that was Myers. 10.
Gain of 10.
Kaiser was back in the 6 again, and as we saw, Mealy got kicked out, but shed his blocker. But by the time he was able to get off his blocker and get back on his line, they'd already cut up field. So Kaiser, for right now, sticking with the 6. As you can see, Oates and Mealy switching sides there, going strong and weak.
Handoff up the middle.
Van Meter gets stuffed early for about a 1.5 yard gain.
Caden Youngblood wrapped him up tight on that one. Want to thank our sponsor, Kaiser Moose Lodge, for being the official watch party of Kaiser Golden Tornado football. Stop by Moose Lodge 662. Watch as the official viewing location of Golden Tornado football. At this point, I think I've got to go to the Moose Lodge just for the heat. It's getting pretty chilly up here. Three receivers wide, double wing set.
Jet sweep to Clark. Big hole there. Oh, he ran right through him.
He's running through the tackles, and he is brought down by Malachi Blow. He was the last man to beat on that one.
Yeah, Malachi definitely saved the touchdown right there. That's from the other side of the field. Of course, Malachi definitely has wheels, and it's a good thing here as we watch just straight jet sweep. We're getting Oates gets hooked on the end. Healy's getting blocked out, and Shoemaker just misses. Yeah, and Evans just misses. Blow with the touchdown saving tackle there, and again, that's as you saw right there. You saw the wing back on the edge there. Oates stepped up in to try to contain. He got hooked. His alignment hooked him pretty much.
Penalty flags come down.
False start.
And the Falcon offense will be backed up a couple now.
And so as I know there's no replay there, but if you think back to it, you see Oates out on the outside here and Maley out on the outside. If you watch those guys, when they're coming up the field, if there's a wing back outside of them, it's lending itself to them getting hooked very easily, and that jet sweep.
Seal that edge.
Yeah, they're just getting sealed off of there. And then, the other thing is if they continue to go up the field, then they run underneath of it. It's
quick
kind of
screen
a no-win.
out. And Clark is brought down after a gain of a few by Youngblood. Benny Oates was right there, but just missed out on the loss.
2nd and 14 for Frankfort. That was a big play. Again, Coach Whiteman trying to get his playmakers the ball in space. Just a quick little out to Clark, and he's been running hard all night long. And building off the momentum of his last play, I'm sure they're trying to keep his wheels turning.
In the pistol set, Robinette's going to roll out, and he is tripping, and he will go down.
Big play by Braden Keller on the other side of the ball this time.
Keller snatched him by the ankles, was able to trip him up just enough.
Watch right off the edge there. Fights off one tap, one blocker. Just enough to get that shoestring. Mealy was there ready to make the play.
Looking at a 3rd and long here. 16 yards.
And if you're looking now, you see the 4 guys for Kaiser up there on the front, but you'll see in the back 30 and 2 Mealy and Oates. They're just kind of watching to see who lines up where and what side they're going to need to go to. As Frankfort goes out into loose, those 2 are now in pass coverage.
Quick drop.
Oh.
And almost intercepted on the play by Malachi Blow, just out the fingertips.
Pass with the tender for John Anderson. You heard us earlier with the big catch.
Kind of ran that skinny post there and was just barely out of the fingers of Malachi Blow. Could have went the other way.
Frankfort bringing on the punting team, but their punter is one of their best athletes, so you definitely have to keep an eye on everything. Hunter Van Pelt, the lone man back for Kaiser.
Kaiser bringing everybody up tight. He's keeping it.
There's your
and
fake.
He's throwing it backside.
Oh!
Tremendous play.
Gabe Ryan with the big play. Oh, wow. Oh,
the
wow.
big man, Gabe Ryan, stretching out to tip that one away.
That was a very, very, very good play right there on a young man.
You can't coach that.
No.
That's just pure athleticism on that.
It is. And
that play was there.
Right. And you talk about athleticism. He also wrestles. He's also on our track team. He's a shot put and discus guy, all state in both of those. But he was also our 4th fastest 100 guy last year. And that's no joke. He is an athlete and a half. And that was a very big play by Gabe.
Kaiser ball at the 40-yard line. Quick pitch out to Bradfield. He shucks off one tackle and met by a host of Falcon defenders. Gain of a couple.
That guy Dalton Dent back in on the play. 28 Andrew Sager also in on the play in there for the Falcons. 2nd down and 7. Got 2:24 rolling on the clock. 3rd quarter rapidly evaporating.
Motion man across is Van Pelt. Quick pitch coming the opposite way now, and Bradfield will be brought down for a loss.
Robinette basically just seeing that open door and just running right through it. There was a lane there, and off he went. So now we're back to a 3rd and long for Kaiser. Healy's still out there at quarterback, so threat to throw is still there.
Frankfort playing no safeties.
Yeah.
He's going to roll it. He has the open man, and it is tipped away at the end.
Looks like Van Pelt mistimed his jump a little bit and came down a little prematurely. So
now 4 times we line up for the punt. I want to remind everybody, Kaiser Fox Pizza Den is our scoreboard sponsor for Golden Tornado football. Use code Kaiser Football online to save 10% off of your order. Kurt Kesner and company always doing wonderful things for the Kaiser Sports Associations.
High snap. Seth Ernest brings it down.
Kind of a high punt. And we'll get the Kaiser bounce and roll out near the 20.
Deadlocked. 21-21, a minute 22 to go in the third. Going to get pretty interesting here. So again, as Coach Whiteman's backed up here, no, but I've said it a lot, and people are tired of hearing me say, you've got to look for some things that you haven't seen yet, especially at this point in the game, to try to eat up a bunch of yards.
He's got something in the back pocket.
He does, and I'll tell you, he loves running pop passes to the tight end, just running the tight end straight down the field and just throwing something quick there, especially if he gets you in a look that he's confident in. So if he's running these guys both split, that's not going to happen here.
Robinette in the pistol. Inside handoff to Van Meter, who will slip down. Could have had a good couple more there if he had kept his footing.
And that's something we haven't seen tonight. That's the draw or the Sally play there. That was something that looked like it had potential. But those types of plays you don't get too often. You get that one time to really run it, and the defense usually adjusts.
Back under center is Robinette. Timeout, Frankfort. We'll take this in-game timeout to take a quick commercial timeout.
Buying an automobile isn't supposed to be hard. Hi, I'm Fred Timbrook Jr., and at Timbrook Automotive, we make car buying easy. When you buy from us, you can expect your experience to be transparent and stress-free. For your convenience, we have locations in Cumberland, Oakland, and Kaiser, which means you can get the finest cars at the lowest prices close to home. Visit us today at any of our locations to experience the Timbrook difference, or shop online at timbrook.com.
And we are back. Thank you, Timbrook Automotive. So now, about second and I'd say about 6 or 7 here.
And we only got 42 seconds left in the third, but it seems like, Coach Whiteman, again, probably wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page with whatever this call is coming up, or if they saw something up top here defensively that they wanted to maybe take a look at. But, you say, well, you got 42 seconds. You get the quarter. 42 seconds, maybe the ball might be back in Kaiser's hands by then.
Robinette back in the gun. Going to roll out to his left side.
Keller got hooked.
Quick little dump off there. He hits his man, who cuts inside. He's taking it back out wide. And out of bounds is John Anderson.
And there's that same thing we've been talking about with Kaiser. Both teams are kind of running the same thing with respect to, they got the twins up top there. Quarterback rolling that way. Both have been keeping a lot, so now the defense is coming up to stop that quarterback. He stayed behind the line of scrimmage, made a good play, and whoever left their guy to come play the quarterback now.
Yeah, that outside guy kind of stepped up to go after Robinette, and Anderson was able to kind of leak out behind and get upfield.
Well, and that all started on that play. And again, we run stunts and stuff up front. I'm sure Keller was doing what he was supposed to do, but whatever stunt they had him on, he got hooked immediately because he took an inside route.
Robinette going to keep it, bouncing it out wide.
He's going to score.
And we'll see what the call is. It is a touchdown.
Yep.
Kind of tiptoed it down the sideline there and was able to get in for the score. Luke Robinette puts the Falcons back up on top. Let's look at the replay here, see what we can see.
Neely's out here keeping his outside arm free. That's good technique. But, yeah, Healy and Shoemaker just weren't able to get the right angle there. Blow came over just a bit late at the end. So Myers on to kick. Kinson on the hold. And it's good.
Myers put some heat behind that.
Yeah, he does.
That ball almost hit a car out on the backside.
Yep. So as we said 21 seconds ago, 70 yards ago.
Just like that.
Right, exactly. And that, that's the beauty of high school football. But as we watch here from the sideline cam, we just weren't able to get the right angle there. And, yeah, he's in bounds the whole way. So, and he hit that pylon. So, good play by Robinette. Yep, it was a good play by Robinette. I think he was anticipating getting shoved out, and then it never happened. So,
good call by the referee there to keep an eye on that, too. If anybody has a chance to call out a bad call, it's us with the instant replay and sideline cameras.
Right.
They don't have that on the field.
Right.
But good call.
It was. So Mealy and Van Pelt will go back deep. Just in front of them will be Seth Sines and EJ Guy and
Chase Evans in the middle.
Kaiser's back down 7. 21 seconds ago in the third quarter.
Setting that ball down there on that low angle. Myers just kind of straight footing it downfield. Collected on the play by Mealy, who has a little bit of space. Good return on the play by Anthony Mealy. Kaiser getting possession on the Frankfort 46.
Good blocking there. The wedge kind of came together. He gathered it up on the one hop and again was able to just kind of exploit just a hole. But that's the start we needed for this drive. Back to the Wildcat.
Sammy's going to keep it, and he will get swallowed up.
Van Meter on the tackle there.
Bradfield had nowhere to go. Looked like he was looking to make a cut up inside, but he seen Van Meter coming in hot. As that will be the end of our third quarter.
28-21, Falcons up 7. So we're going to get down to 12 minutes to go and decide, are we in the playoffs or are we not? So coming back out in the Wildcat, we've had great success with it tonight, but it looks like here in the last 3 or 4 plays that we've run out of it, the linebackers have been running free and been stopping us, for little to no gain there. So it looks like when we've run the Wildcat tonight, up the middle has been the place to run as opposed to trying to get outside on it,
So while we got a quick second, we'll take a quick commercial timeout.
Determining whether you need emergency care or not requires special training. The next time you visit an urgent care, ask if your doctor is board certified in emergency medicine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rana Matthias Monceau. I'm board certified in emergency medicine, and I'm trained to recognize when a condition may require more than just an urgent care evaluation. I believe in treating each patient individually, not just as another number. Health Matters Urgent Care. Better medicine, exceptional care. Barton Boulevard, next to the Bel Air Plaza.
Now Kaiser lined up back out, second down and long after the loss on the last play.
Gilly back under center.
He's going to cut it up back up inside. Makes one man miss and then brought down.
There's that man again, Dalton Dent, 68, number 60, Evan Jones on the stop. Caden Youngblood pulling and leading out there, giving Healy a nice block on the outside to cut up underneath of. Guys are in your base wing T formation.
Gain of 7 on the play will make it third and long here. Handoff inside to Sammy Bradfield.
Flag on the play.
Flag down. Sammy close to the first down marker. Let's see what the call is.
Looking inside. I don't know.
See what the referee's call is here.
Looking at it again to see if we can see anybody in there with hands on. I mean, I don't know. Youngblood and Ryan are both engaged there, but I don't know.
Penalty is against Kaiser. We have a quick injury timeout. We have a down Falcon player on the far side.
Well, we got this timeout. I need to yell at all the local guys that are in New York up there fishing. Casey Shoemaker and those guys. Robert Redmond up there sending me pictures of massive fish while I freeze here to death. Thank you very much, gentlemen. It's appreciated.
And both teams will go to their respective sidelines as we take this injury timeout. Sandy White watching from Little River, South Carolina.
Like Luke Robinette, maybe the injured Falcon right now. Maybe a cramp, hoping it's just a cramp.
They're pulling on the leg like it's a cramp up, so hopefully nothing serious.
While we're talking about those long distance viewers, I know Parker Whiteman, very famous Kaiser alum, brother-in-law to Coach Derek Stephen, but Parker Whiteman and his wife are watching down in Texas. Parker is the strength conditioning coach at Sam Houston State, the national champion Sam Houston State University, and we know he's watching from down in Texas. And we're always love to give the shout out and the praise to Parker for everything he's done in his career. But if you don't know, he's a well-traveled man. He was with the Baltimore Ravens as a strength coach, as an intern, and then got hired on by Rich Rodriguez at WVU. Went with Rich to Michigan. Went with Rich to Arizona, and after that, went back to Michigan for a little stint while he was looking for a job, and thank the maker, he and his wife were both hired on as strength conditioning coach and the nutritionist at Sam Houston State. We are definitely proud of them. They made an instant impact, and like I said, they are
champions.
Yeah, absolutely. National champions for sure. So my man Connor Claus is also up there with Casey pulling those fish out of there. And Olivia Arnold, and her husband Lucky, watching from Hawaii. Seth Healy is Olivia's nephew, so they're on their honeymoon in Hawaii. Congratulations, and here we go.
Drop back is Healy. He has the wheel route, and it is caught. Hunter Van Pelt makes a man miss. He's still going. Brought down inside the 20.
Great pass from Healy. Good concentration. Hunter knew he was going to take a shot there. When he realized he didn't take quite the shot he thought he was going to, just able to keep his balance and go. There he is in jet motion, just going to go on that wheel route. No one went with him. Joel Myers there. Wow.
Healy with the keeper. Gained another solid 8 yards.
Down inside the 10.
Seth Healy running really well tonight.
Second down and 2. 10.5 and rolling.
Hand off up the middle is Benny Oates. He's dragging defenders, and he is into the end zone. Benny Oates rumbling, stumbling, bumbling his way through defenders. Touchdown, Kaiser, Golden Tornado. Kaiser waiting for the ensuing kick here to tie it all up. Kick is up and good. We got us a barn burner in Tornado Alley.
As we watch again, that's just down again. The play we've been calling on both sides of the ball. Oates running right through tackles. Landon Kinsler tried to bring him down there. Oates just would not be denied. Senior, playing in your last Mineral Bowl, that's got to get into the end zone. So that kind of set up, again, the big wheel route down the sideline, Healy to Van Pelt. That was a big play for Kaiser. We hadn't seen that tonight. And so now we're back at it. Now it seems like can just somebody make a stop. Whatever team's gonna come up with this, the next stop, that might be it. That might be the one that changes the whole tide. So as we're looking, you're gonna see a lot of Luke Robinette. We've seen him all night, and they've been successful with him keeping on those run pass options, just like we've been doing the same thing with Healy. So a lot of things to kind of cover here, but the beauty of it is, you're as a defensive person, again, just trying to flood that side with blockers, sending Van Meter there, sending Myers that way, and then running Clark behind him, and then doing the opposite whenever we're giving the ball to Myers. So just trying to outman us on the edge. They've had success that way all night, so it just makes sense they're going to keep doing that. But we got to make sure the guys on the backside don't fall asleep, because they're going to fake something around those lines. And you got Anderson down here at the bottom, your main threat to catch the football. So we can't sleep down here, Malachi.
Hand off to Myers.
Chase Evans on the stop, along with Benny Oates and Luke Anderson.
So now we have 4th and 4 here.
4th down and about 4. Big play coming up. Big play. 8:05 and counting. Again, like we said, Frankfort content right now with taking as much time off the clock as possible, with the hopes of punching one in here, scoring a little bit, and leaving Kaiser with a little time to do anything about it. So this is a big play.
Crowd is getting amped up for this 4th down play.
Robinette up the middle, untouched.
And he is untouched. He will take it to the house. Luke Robinette, 4th down, needed the stop, and he said, I'm going to call my own shot. House call. Frankfort retakes the lead.
We're still waiting on that one stop. Again, it's we haven't stopped each other. Everybody's
Back
just scoring and scoring.
Back and forth.
So we got to answer the call here. Myers on for the kick. Kinzer on the hold. High snap. Kinzer did a good job getting it down. Myers puts it through, as he has all night. 5 for 5. 35-28. Falcons in the lead with 7:40 to go in the game.
Robinette taking it to the house. If you need help for your house, let's hear a word from our sponsor, Coldwell Banker.
Hi, I'm Logan Del Signor, Realtor with Coldwell Banker Hometown Realty in Kaiser, West Virginia. I've been with Coldwell Banker for 3 years now, servicing West Virginia and Western Maryland. Prior to joining Coldwell Banker, I graduated from West Virginia University with a degree in marketing and sales. It's a 21st century world we live in, and you need someone with 21st century knowledge and expertise to get the job done. I'm a full-time and full-service agent. I've helped clients in the commercial sector, residential properties, investment properties, and with lands and farms. If you're a seller, I'm there with you from the day we list the property until the day we go to the closing table.
Thank you, Coldwell Banker, for being a sponsor of Kaiser Golden Tornado football.
Mealy and Van Pelt back deep again. You recall Mealy got the last drive started with a great return. Certainly need one of those again from one of those guys here. Joel Myers back to kick off again. Time from the center of the field.
Kick is back.
Van Pelt.
We'll get it out towards the 40. Kaiser offense looking to answer back. Lead change after lead change in this one tonight.
Expected nothing else.
How the Mineral Bowl should be.
Exactly right. Still in the 5-2 defensive look. Still no safeties on the field. Chase Evans on the carry, right up the middle.
Case 4.
Luke Robinette on the stop for the Falcons. Second down, about 7, maybe 6 for Kaiser.
Kaiser lining up with 2 wide right. Fake to the motion man. Healy will get wrapped up. Gain of only 2 on the play.
Parker Van Meter. Again, when you see that look, you've got two guys in the backfield there, the quarterback and the running back. Those two inside linebackers, one's keying one, one's keying the other one. So it was clear that Van Meter was keying on Healy there. As soon as he took off and came up front, Van Meter just did his job and made the play. Same look we got here.
Snap back to Healy. He's going to roll out to the left side. Going to dump it off to Van Pelt, and the ball will fall incomplete. In and out of the hands of Hunter Van Pelt.
6:36 to go. We're at 4th and 5 for Kaiser. This might be the play of the game right here. Kaiser's got to get 5 yards. Looks like we're going to punt.
Kaiser's going to bring out the punt team. Trying to put the trust into the defense here. They're going to try to punt it away. I hope they can get the stop. It's a fake. Hand off to Ant Mealy. First down, Golden Tornado. I knew we kind of looked at each other here when they went out with the punt team.
Yeah, I mean, not going to say much before the snap, but the whole time we're sitting here going, this better not be a punt. There's not enough time for us to punt the ball back to them. And they did well. Executed that perfectly. Direct snapped it right to the up back, and then Anthony Mealy went in motion, not in motion, but as soon as the ball was snapped, he took off to the opposite side, just handed off jet sweep style, and the hole was there. So well executed on all sides there.
We said that quite possibly could have been the play of the game. We didn't think it was going to come out of a fake punt.
Right. But at the same time, no matter how we got the 5 yards, we needed to get it. So we'll take it at this point in time, just any way we can get it. So looks like probably another cramp out there. I think that's Parker Van Meter.
We'll be back after this quick commercial break. Kaiser offense back out after the first down on the fake punt. Inside handoff
Down
to Van
counter.
Pelt.
Yep. There was our down look to the fullback there we've been showing all night, and then that was a counter to the wing back off of that. So we're getting all that motion going one way and then back up underneath. 2nd and 1 after a 9-yard gain.
Handoff to the fullback, Benny Oates. Bounces off of a tackle. And he will be brought down inside the 5.
Joel Myers with a touchdown-saving tackle. Back and forth, 4th and back. Here we go. 5:56 left to go.
Myers is down, hurting. Don't know if it's a cramp or some other form of injury here. Benny Oates takes the handoff, bounces off of one tackle and gets to some space.
And again, when we go back and look at that, that's it's just down again. That's in. You hit. Well, they're running the same plays. Well, it's working. Okay, it's working. So that's all right. So just running that off tackle, they found something they like, just like Frankfort's found what they've liked, and we're able to exploit that. And so the last couple drives, Benny's been huge for us out of that fullback spot. And that's where having 5 and 6 senior running backs that have been in the program for a while. And listen, here's the thing. We got a lot of senior running backs, but, Hunter got a little bit of time last year. Sammy was pretty instrumental last year. But the rest of these guys have been sitting behind Dre Allen and Zion Powell for years, and they're just waiting for their time to shine. And so, this is their Mineral Bowl. They've been standing and watching, and to have those moments, hey, this is it. We're going to give you the ball. What are you going to do with it? And, Benny, the last 3 or 4 times he's touched the ball, he's done exactly what should be done there. So it's fun to watch those guys that have been, waiting and waiting and waiting, because obviously Dre and Zion had great careers here, and Dre was the fullback for, 4 years here at Kaiser, and rightfully so. And, now to be able to replace him by committee with Chase Evans and Anthony Mealy and Benny Oates, it's just
because just like how a lot of these guys waited behind Zion and Dre, these younger kids now are they're going to watch 6 senior running backs go up the road. So
correct,
it's going to have a whole new young group of guys. And Kaiser's offense coming out now. Healy under center.
Traditional wing T look here for Kaiser.
And off to Benny. Manages to roll himself out of one, gains maybe a yard.
That was down again. 20. Alex Smith in on the play there. Again, undersized, but just playing really hard in there. Guys are going quick.
And Sammy has nowhere to go on that one.
Van Meter with the initial stop. Robinette cleaning up. Guys are going with tempo, but Frankfort is certainly ready.
3rd down.
Guys are sticking it with the traditional wing T.
Pitch out to Van Pelt. And he will be brought down just short of the goal line. It will be 4th and inches.
I said it before, but I'm retracting my statement. This is the play of the game. This one's the play of the game, okay? Kaiser taking a timeout, it looks like, to get their ducks in a row. 4:50 to go. 4th and goal from the 1-yard line.
Thank you to our 4th quarter sponsor, Health Matters Urgent Care. Dr. Ronna Matthias Monceau, providing better medicine, exceptional care. Thank you, Health Matters, for being our 4th quarter sponsor of this football season. So now we got, it's a hair inside of a yard. They have maybe 1.5 feet.
Yeah, I need that sideline camera to be perched right at the goal line, looking right like pylon camera style right now. I just want to see this from that view. That would be a wonderful thing. Put that shooting right down the goal line so we can see whether this next play makes it in or not. So as you're looking at it, Frankfort's sitting in that 5. Now they've got 4 linebackers, obviously now in the goal line package. So does Kaiser stick with their with the traditional wing T like they have had been, or are they going to spread this out now and maybe get some running lanes based on just alignment, trying to pull some of those linebackers out of the middle of the field and get it all spread out and run out of the spread? So we shall see.
Do you go for a regular running play here, or do you try to sneak in?
Quarterback sneak. I like it. We got beef up there for sure. We've got a guy right over the center. Sneak it is.
Let's see what the call is.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kaiser. Seth Ernest with the sneak.
Seth Healy.
Sorry, I'll be all right. I just watched Seth Ernest run on the field.
So it made you think.
Seth Healy. Everywhere.
Seth Healy takes it in on the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, Seth Healy did. Now Seth Ernest is going to kick. Seth Science is somewhere out there. They're everywhere.
Kick is up. Woo. And it is good.
Wow.
It was close. Pressure was there.
High drama. So, still looking for that elusive stop of the second half. It's almost to the point where who has the ball last, and you know it's just something we got to do right here. And I'm telling you, I'm looking for this will be something that we haven't seen from Coach Whiteman this whole game. There'll be 2 or 3 plays this drive that you haven't seen. You know, they've been either setting them up, or they've been, you know, they'll come out with a different formation that we haven't seen as of yet to try to just catch us completely off guard. And I would be surprised if that doesn't happen.
I tell you what, we didn't get a Mineral Bowl last year due to COVID regulations. You know, shut the season down early. But I'm telling you, this one has definitely made up.
Absolutely. This is good stuff. And you know, be honest, 447 is what we got, but we might have extra football. Who knows? Seth Ernest is ready to tee it up.
Quick little squib. Ball's loose. And Frankfort falls on it.
So, we got one earlier, and definitely with the gamble there, it was close. But now Frankfort has the ball right at midfield, their own 49 to be exact. 1st and 10.
Took a gamble on the call there, trying to see if they can gain the possession back and try to close this one out. But now they need the defense to step up.
One stop. This is it. One stop. Anderson down here at the bottom, one-on-one with Blow. Right at the gut with Van Meter.
And he will go nowhere on that one.
Big Chief in there. Jacob Keating on the stop. Gabe Bryan as well. Second down and basically 10. Frankfort still taking their time. Again, back down to that clock game. Taking all 40 seconds if they can. Confident they're going to push it in or be able to kick a field goal. Myers has done a really good job in the kicking game. So that's...
Motion man out wide.
That is Myers.
Benny Oates.
Stopped again.
Benny Oates read that really well and shot down inside and forced it back up in.
Yep, there's Chief again. Keating, Luke Anderson, Gabe Ryan also in. 3rd down and 9. If you're Kaiser here, hopefully you're paying attention to everybody outside. Anderson with a definite threat. I'm looking at Clark probably being able to get out into a route here. Looking at Van Meter. Also maybe sneaking out of the backfield.
Man in motion. Drop pass. He's looking deep. And it is intercepted on the play.
By Seth Healy. Wow. There's our pass that we were kind of looking for there. We kind of had a feeling that was going to be there, and that's a big play by Seth.
And the Kaiser High fans are going nuts down here. Robinette lofted it up, and Healy made a great play on the ball. Just slightly underthrown.
It didn't look like he maybe didn't have eyes on it early, but he's a baseball kid, man. He can look up and find that ball for sure. So, you know, that's years of multi-sports there. So, great job. Now he's back under center here. Benny was not ready for the football.
And it is Frankfort ball.
Yeah, it didn't seem like Benny was ready for that play. Seth handed the ball off, and I don't think Benny was just ready to have the ball handed to him. And it's a 30-yard gain for Frankfort on one play, basically. Get down there, so back to knuckling up on defense here.
It's almost as if that pass was just caught.
Right,
after that.
exactly, yeah.
Kaiser needing to make another answer.
Anderson down here one-on-one with Blow.
Handoff inside to Van Meter. Has nowhere to go.
Luke Anderson at the bottom of the pile, wrapped up. Also Benny Oates.
I'd like to thank our sponsor, First Baptist Church of Burlington, and Pastor Tom Caldwell. Holding service live on Facebook and 107.1 FM. You can't make it out the house to your Sunday church service. First Baptist Church of Burlington has you covered.
Robinette under center.
Handoff out wide to Clark. He gets to the edge.
Inbound, tackled inbounds. Clock is running. I think we don't have replay now, but if you look back at that, they had the end over there, so that was really an unbalanced line because the split end was up at the top of the screen there, but the tight end was also on that side, so that's an unbalanced line. They had more guys there blocking us than what we had defending, and
we had a defender come free there, but just a hair too late. He was already on the outside edge.
Correct, but them running over is definitely an issue that we got to adjust to.
Quarterback sneak is Robinette.
As again, Frankfort taking up as many seconds as they can off the clock. Stop made on the play by Caden Youngblood, Luke Anderson. .132 to go. Coach Whiteman's definitely content with this, and I would say he's definitely content with the fact that he's got a kicker over there in Myers that he's confident in. He's made every extra point that he's kicked tonight, and they've looked strong. So I'm sure he wants to punch it in. That would be his preferred method, but it's your buck sweep. They're content with
bottled up.
Yep. Yeah, they're running the play clock down to 4-3-2 every time.
Peyton Clark had nowhere to go on that one. As we wind down to within 1 minute of tonight's game, score locked up.
Kaiser still with 2 timeouts.
The Mineral Bowl trophy and playoff implications all come down to the final 40 seconds of this one.
I would say this play is going to go to the left. I'm sure I'll be wrong, but I would say going to the left, if nothing else, to set up a field goal after this play. There's Robinette keeping it, coming left.
He's looking. And the ball will fall incomplete.
Ryan and Luke Anderson on the pressure there, but I'm assuming they were trying to get something there, but I really do think that they were just trying to get the ball back to the middle of the field for this field goal. 22.8 seconds left to go. Myers will come on. Kinzer. We've got 10 seconds to go on the play clock. 5, 4, 3. Coach Whiteman's going to get a timeout. I don't think his kids understood the urgency that was coming with that play clock ticking down. Coach Whiteman ran halfway up the field to get that timeout call because it was clear that the kids were not quite as urgent as he was.
We'd once again like to thank the Belt Group for powering our production throughout the past 2 years, providing us our generator that fuel our production bus.
They also provided a 60 free student tickets for the night, all told with Bell Group and Timbrook Ford and other anonymous donors. 200 free student tickets were given out in the Kaiser area. In addition to that, they also got a free piece of pizza and a free drink to go along with that, just to, because the attendance here was, it's amazing. The students are down there representing, going crazy. So
even as cold as it is.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. Okay, this is the play of the game.
As we wind it down, the 14th play of the game.
Exactly.
Snap is back. Kick is up.
No good.
No good. We remain deadlocked at 35. 21 seconds.
Wide right for all you Florida State fans.
Had to hit him in the soul.
Yes, sir. So, 21.8 to go.
80 yards.
Yeah, it's doable. We'll see if Coach Steven is content with overtime and taking a knee, or if we're going to give it a whirl.
Bradfield with the inside handoff, gains 3.
Clock's still running. That was looks like we're going to take one shot at it, and as it is, we'll go to overtime.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to OT in the Mineral Bowl.
So after 2 hours and 27 minutes, nothing has been accomplished.
0-0.
We could have started this game at 9:30 and been just exactly where we are. Wouldn't have it any other way.
While we got a second, we'll take a quick commercial break as we prepare for overtime.
Determining whether you need emergency care or not requires special training. The next time you visit an urgent care, ask if your doctor is board certified in emergency medicine.
Hi, I'm Dr. Rana Matthias Monceau. I'm board certified in emergency medicine, and I'm trained to recognize when a condition may require more than just an urgent care evaluation. I believe in treating each patient individually, not just as another number. Health Matters Urgent Care. Better medicine, exceptional care. Barton Boulevard, next to the Bel Air Plaza.
What better way to end the 2021 regular season than with overtime in the Mineral Bowl? Cross-county rivals. Can't ask for anything better. Now is where the real plays of the game happen.
Oh, yeah. Well, there'll be more plays of the game, but, there have been several so far, but that last one was definitely the play of the game so far.
Yeah, the attempted field goal there, just a hair off to the right side.
Yep.
Now the referees are communicating with the coaches on each sideline. So he's going to bring a captain out.
So as we look for the implications for whoever comes out of this victoriously, number 3 Polka did get upset by Wayne, 26-20. Wayne was 2-7 coming in, pulled off the win against Polka, 26-20. Point Pleasant just gets by Winfield, 17-14. Robert C. Bird handles Philip Barber, 49-0. Number 11 Grafton beats Lewis County, 48-6. Bluefield beats Mingo Central, 48-6. Fairmont Senior up on East Fairmont 26-7 in the fourth quarter. So still stuff to be hashed out, if you will. And we're not sure, obviously for the next couple days we'll be looking and seeing who did what. And while all the statisticians start calculating out bonus points and who gets what. The coin toss for overtime.
Got our two captains out there, Sammy Bradfield and Peyton Clark.
Frankfort's going to have the ball first. So Kaiser won the toss and chose to let Frankfort have the ball first. That'll obviously give us an idea of what they've done with their possession. And looks like we're going from the 20-yard line down in distance.
Seems like it's going to operate almost kind of like how college overtime, alternating possessions. You know, each team keeps scoring until eventually one outscores the other.
Well, that means at this rate we'll be here until next Tuesday.
Because neither defense has made too many stops today.
Right, so, which I'm fine with.
With a final score on Sunday of 753.
Exactly. Right. So, yeah, Frankfort will get a chance right here from the 20. Obviously, you know, stops are at a paramount now. We've got to come up with stops. At the last, you know, before we fumbled back, you know, we really did swallow up the run game and stuff that really well to force that pass that was intercepted by Healy. So hopefully we can keep that going as far as on the interior tackle to tackle, just shutting down the run game there. Frankfort's going to come out. Robinette's in the gun.
Robinette will keep it.
Jacob Keating on the stop right there in the middle, Big Chief, as well as 55, Luke Anderson.
Each team will be alternating possessions at the 20 till one outscores the other. So say if Frankfort scores 6 points, you know, scores a touchdown here, Kaiser there and would have to also score a touchdown on their possession in order to keep the trend continuing. So first one to outscore the other with alternating possessions will be the victor tonight.
Robinette got rid of it quickly. Looks like maybe Anderson ran a route that Robinette wasn't ready for. There wasn't a whole lot of pressure. There was some back there, but there wasn't a whole lot of pressure that would have forced a throw that early. It looks like maybe he was expecting Anderson to go a little bit shorter on that route than Anderson did. So that was just an out and a flag route there from the two receivers at the bottom of the screen. And by the time the ball had hit the ground, Anderson had just turned his head. So a little miscommunication there.
3rd and 8 here for the Frankfort offense.
Going to be passed.
Robinette's going to roll out. He has a man open, and that is a touchdown.
There is your double move, again, that we talked about with Mountain Ridge last week. They were just out and up. That was Joe Myers, ran out. And I'll be honest with you, there was nobody even on the out route, much less on the up route. So definitely miscommunication on defense for Frankfort, for Kaiser. I know Mealy was over there. I'm assuming that Myers was in the slot, and Mealy maybe was supposed to go with him, but I'm not sure where the corner went because they had twins up there. Where that top guy went, looks like the guy up top was in man, and Anthony maybe thought he was.
The kick is no good.
Gabe Ryan, or no, that was Caden Youngblood, blew through the middle.
So now,
good.
I'm pretty sure if Kaiser can score on this possession and then the extra point is good.
That'll be 42-41. That's more points than
that's
game.
They win. So that missed extra point is big.
That was the play of the game. So, as we get started here, again, when we get back to that, you know, if for some strange reason we're back with Frankfort on offense, that miscommunication we talked about there before, it seemed like whoever the corner was up top, it may have been Healy, I can't remember, Healy or Blow, looked like they were in man and they took off, and Mealy must have thought they were in zone and they were going to take him on that route, and because whenever you saw it, you saw Mealy looking around. Oh, my goodness gracious.
And not a good way to start off the possession. Seth Healy trips down.
He got stepped on by his pulling guard. Probably was Gabe. Looking at it that way, I think looks like Ryan stepped on Healy, just didn't maybe quite get out of there in time. It looked like it was buck sweep coming this way.
Loss of 3.
Counter, and there's Parker Van Meter right in the middle of the field. Big stop by Parker.
3rd and long. Kaiser needs to get something here.
Got to at least try to get half of it. My goodness. So we're at 3rd and 15. Ball's at their own 24, 25. Got to get to the 10 for a first down.
Snap back to Healy, rolls out to the right. And it is incomplete, intended for Seth Signs.
All right, so
here's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is the play of the game, you know. So
Kaiser needs 15 yards minimum here if they want to stay alive.
And as you see Keller at the top of the screen again, I would not shy away from throwing the ball up there to the young man. Got the height.
Snap back to Healy. Quick drop. Steps up. He throws it deep. And it is tapped down. Frankfort will win the game. The Falcons overtake the Tornado in overtime at Tornado Alley.
They're very happy over there next door.
I know it's an absolute heartbreaker for the Golden Tornado players to have it go down this way, but this was a tremendous back and forth game. None of these guys should be disappointed in themselves. Now, with the loss, Kaiser at the mercy of
the entire state.
The entire state.
Yeah, basically. I mean, we got to
whether
see
they will make it into the playoffs or not.
Right, and so, you know, and things, just so you understand, things along the lines of Wayne beating Polka. I don't know what that means myself, but if someone was counting on Polka, the number 3 team in the state, to beat Wayne, but now with Wayne picking up that bonus point for some of the people that have beaten them, funny things happen that way. You know, things are strange
it's all
like
a numbers
that.
game at this point.
Oh yeah, it absolutely is. And now kind of basically instead of, you know, writing your own ticket there and pretty well assuring a spot, now you just gotta hope things go your way. It's a horrible feeling. I've, you know, as far as coaching goes, been on both sides of that before, and sitting there waiting, sitting up all night, looking at the internet, and there are people out there on WV Tailgate Central and places like that those guys have it figured out to the 10,000th of a point, and so it won't be long before they have that up there, and once all the games are completed. I don't know if there's any Saturday games or anything like that have to go on yet, but basically once those guys have all this figured out, and they're usually not wrong. So those guys, you know, I would say by the end of the night, by at least noon tomorrow, it'll be hashed out to where you can pretty well, you know, write it down whether we're going to be in the playoffs or not. So it definitely is a big hit for them. And as far as Frankfort goes, I would say, you know, they're for sure in. I don't know if they can get as high as 8 to get a home game, but I would say they're definitely in.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with what will be our last live stream broadcast of Golden Tornado football this season, we would like to thank each and every one of you for viewing all season long. Kind of jumbled guys around up here in the booth a little bit this year. You know, thanks to Scott, you know, these last 2 games for coming out and doing his thing with us. And we have an absolute blast. You know, we have a tremendous team. And through it all, you know, we have no one more to thank than Kaiser High School, you know, the administrative staff, the athletic directors, the community, and of course, you know, our sponsors and everything that help us out with getting through the season. So, on behalf of the Allegheny Media team, I'd like to thank our production team, in the bus, which tonight was Ryan Brenneman by himself. Our camera operator was his wife, Katie Brenneman, and our sideline cam was Stephen Jenkins. Our stat man, Mr. Victor Clay, and myself, Christopher Welch, and Scott Fury. We would like to thank all of you for being a part of Allegheny Media's broadcast. We look forward to a 2022 season and more Golden Tornado action. Thank you.